What's up, everyone? Matt here. So I was in the community the other day and I came across this post. Project checklist within an within the app editor. So Chris was requesting the ability to have a way to create like a checklist of items that you need to do for the app that you're working on that you can manage right there inside the app that you're working on. And it got me thinking, like, has this guy seen the in-app guides that I put out? Because they function directly inside the app preview. And so I went ahead and created what I call an auto table, which is just another version of an in-app guide. But basically, it's a table you can add, and it gives you this sort of functionality. So I can come inside here, I can give this checklist a name, I can add in some items that I need to do, and then outside here in the form, I have these items that I can select that I need to do. And then when I'm done, it marks it as complete. I've got a timestamp of when it was completed. If I show you, here's the demo of like what happens when you finish. So as soon as you select the last item on the list, it's marked as complete and we have a completion timestamp. But I also threw in an edit window, because I don't know if you've ever been in this situation where you're just curious about something and you tap the option and then it like locks it down and then you're done. You got to go to the back end in order to reset stuff again. So I threw in an editing window of 5 minutes. So when you click the last item on the list, you have a 5-minute window from when everything will finally lock itself down. But aside from that, that's the basic functionality. You know, the whole idea is I can come inside here and say, you know, I've got another list of stuff I need to do, and I need to do this, I need to do that, and I need to do other stuff. And then I've got my list of this, that, and other stuff, and I can click on, when I'm done, I can click them all off. So if you want to know how to get your hands on this, stay tuned. Okay, so one of the benefits that I offer to my Patreon supporters are what I call auto tables, which is exactly what I just showed you. So it's kind of like the in-app guides where you've got a table that you can add in and it kind of tells you how to do various different things. It's the same idea of you just add the table and it's done. You're good. You're ready to use it. Maybe there's like one little few things you need to do. Maybe you need to mess with the view. Maybe you need to create an action or create a slice to make it all kind of work nicely. But generally speaking, you just add the table and it's done. So for my Patreon supporters, I have several of these tables that I've made available. They're ones that I use all the time in tons of my apps. So I made a template so that I don't have to keep putting all the columns in. You know, I have things like a welcome page with notifications and a quick menu. This onboarding one is super helpful. If you want to include data importing, that's what this is for. But the newest of the bunch is this app checklist. And I decided, since it's Christmas time, why not? 'Tis the season, right? So I decided I don't have any auto tables that are available to the public. I've only created some in-app guides. So why not? This is a pretty simple one. There's not a whole lot of there's not a whole lot of integrations. It's not multi-table dependent or anything. It's just one table and each checklist operates intra-record, meaning it doesn't need to contact anything else except for all of the data that's inside the record. So with that, I've created let me get to it here. Inside my public guide folder. So link in the description, link around when you found this video, this link is probably already there. Inside this folder, you have a slideshow that is basically just a quick little introduction of kind of how things work and how to use the in-app guides. How to use the auto tables is a little different because you're not going to be adding this table to your app. You need to copy this table and put it into the app that you want to use. So for the rest of this video, I'm going to walk you through the various different steps that you need to do in order to take this auto table and add it to the app that you're working on. Okay, so here I am on the public auto table, and what I've got, let me shut some of these things. I don't need to show you these, don't need to show you these, don't need to show you that. Oh, I do want that last one. Not that one, this one. Okay, so what you do is you open up the app checklist auto table and just come in here and hit Control A and copy everything. Take this first record that's here too, because it has details about what you need to do in order to finalize the setup of this thing. This is one of those tables where in order for the true functionality to come about, you have to do one last step after you add the table. We'll get to it. So you've copied this sheet. So now go to your app that you want to add this to, right? So here's an app that I'm working on, and open up the source so that you can get back to your G sheet. And then inside there, as you can see, I already have one here. I'll get rid of it. Inside here, create a new sheet and call it dev_checklist. And make sure you spell checklist correctly. Yeah, I guess my little, here you go. I'll move it over here so you can see it. There you go. Dev checklist. And then just paste what you have on your clipboard so that you get that little table inside here. And then I have this extension that nicely crops everything down. But this is all you need to do. And then go back to your app and refresh the page. And as long as you had some tables that were still available, it should pick up on the fact that there's now a new table and we can just add that into the mix. So what's happening here is the table itself contains what I call note parameters. And it's basically instructions for AppSheet on how to conform each column in the table so that you don't have to do it. If we go and we look at dev checklist, you can see there's all of this stuff that was done for you. These formulas are put in here, all of the display names and things, it's all done. You don't have to do anything. That's the point. The only thing that you have to do is create ways to look at this. So the first thing you should do is go to UX, create a new view for your dev checklist, and I'm just going to call this dev checklist. Very creative, right? I'm going to make it a table, and this gives me the ability to see all of my checklists, right? So now I can click on that record that we copied over here this first time, and you can see there's one thing that we need to do on this. On the detail view, set the app checklist items complete column, that's why it's in square brackets, to quick edit. So on the detail view for this page right here, so this thing that I'm looking at, right? I just come down here and click this. I need to set the app checklist items complete to quick edit. So I come here to quick edits and I add one, and I add this dev check items complete. And with that, it makes this available for me to click on. And so now I can click on it and I have that sort of functionality right here on the page. And that's all you need to do in order to get this table integrated. It's that simple. That's the whole point of auto tables, is that you add it to your table, done, run, start running, moving forward with what you need to do. You know, because like now I've got this dev checklist here, so I can come inside here and I can say, you know, more stuff to do. And we've got this, that, and another thing that we need to do. And when I'm done with that, now I've got my list, and I can come inside here and I can click on the things that I'm doing. There you go. You now have a project checklist inside your app preview that it's super simple. All you've got to do is make sure you set the quick edit for that one field. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays. See you in the community. Hey, I just wanted to say thanks for watching the video. Make sure you give it a like and a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe. It really helps the channel with all the algorithm stuff that's going on I'm trying to build. Also, if you really want to show your love, you can head on over to patreon.com/multitech. There's some goodies over there. It's $10 a month. I got a lot of good stuff going on over there. Check it out. Otherwise, I'll see you in the community.